up, y'all? It's Honest Movie Guy, and I'm back with another movie review. Today is day one of 31 Days of Horror, so I thought I would start off with a very special movie to start this whole month off. It is one of my favorite horror movies that I've ever seen. It is called Scream. It is made in 1996. It's made by the amazing horror director Wes Craven. May he rest in peace. And I'll let you know about this wonderful movie in this review. So, for those who have forgotten, this is how it works. First, I give you a synopsis of the movie. Then, I give you a spoiler-free review of the movie. And finally, I give you my honest rating and my honest recommendation. The synopsis for Scream reads: a year after the murder of her mother, a teenage girl is terrorized by a new killer who targets the girl and her friends by using horror films as part of a deadly game. Okay, let me tell you about this movie. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. If you have seen it, it's amazing. And if you've seen it more than one time, it's still amazing. The movie is just great. It starts off with an iconic horror scene that has an iconic horror line. I'm not going to spoil it for you because you need to go watch the movie to know it. But if you have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then the movie just takes off from there. You know, when I first watched it, way back when, I was surprised, especially when I got to the end, because the movie keeps you guessing on who the killer is. You think it's this person or that person, and then maybe it's just someone random or someone they know, or is it? You just don't know who it is. And a movie like that keeps you engaged, keeps you guessing, keeps you wondering, is the best types of movies because, you know, it's exciting. You wanna like see who it is. You know, you're engaged, and it's just great. So I loved that aspect of Scream. You know, trying to figure out who the killer was. Now for the acting, I love the actors. They were all great. I thought they portrayed the characters well. Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell, all of them. Thought they did well. Drew Barrymore was in it. She was cool too. She wasn't in that long, but she was cool too. Now, I want to get to the deaths. The kills were cool, dude. They were cool. Some of them were, but, you know, they were cool. And I like that. You know, I like seeing the deaths on screen. You know, some movies, they be like not showing them. You know, you just see a little blood spot or whatever. Nah, I want to see everything. You know, I want to see everything. So I really like that. And honestly, why this movie was just like so great to me and historically good was that not only did it revitalize the whole slasher genre, but it had a perfect blend of comedy and horror. Now, some films be trying to do that nowadays. They have too much comedy, and you're like, you know what? I just don't really find this serious. Like, this is just stupid. And then other films, you know, they have too much horror, and it's just like, okay, well, I thought it's supposed to be a horror comedy. And if it's just supposed to be a horror movie, I don't care if it's hella scary. That's what it's supposed to be. But if it's supposed to be a horror comedy, I want to see a perfect blend of that. And some movies, you know, have too much of one or the other, but Scream had the perfect blend. Sometimes I was just dying, laughing at some of the things in the movie. Other times I was just like, yo, girl, you gotta run. But, you know, it's just a roller coaster of emotions that I loved to experience. And that's why, I love this movie. IMDb gave this movie a 7.2 for its rating. I'm going to give it a 7.6. Now, I'm going to give it a higher rating than IMDb. One, I just feel like it was like the lead of all these other movies that spawned after it. And what I mean by that is so many movies now are trying to blend that slasher with, you know, the comedy. Other movies tried it prior in the 80s, but they didn't do it to the level that Scream did. Because Scream also had that slasher and comedy, but they also had that mystery of the killer, which you didn't really see that too much or as well as Scream. So I feel like Scream set the bar for all these other films that have come out that tried to follow it, like Final Girls and Tragedy Girls and all that type of stuff. So I give this movie props for that. Second, I felt like the plot was just sound. And when I mean sound, like, there was nothing that I could be like, that's a huge plot or that's a huge plot. I'm sure some people are going to dissect the film and be like, oh my god, this is here and that's here. Dude, just shut up. It's not. Listen, the film was structurally sound, you know. You saw how this supported that and how everything made sense and how everything came full circle all the way. Everything made sense at the end. So it was nice to see that. And honestly, I just feel like the characters were amazing. You know, you actually liked the supporting characters, the main characters. You related to them. You were cheering for them. You were engaged. And any film that can spawn 3 other sequels after it and a TV show, you know you did something right, okay? So that's why this movie deserves a 7.6 in my book. Now, I am going to recommend you all to go see this. It's October, so it's time to, get spooky, as people would say. But seriously, it's October. Go out, watch this movie, enjoy it. It is fire. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you've been doing with your life. You need to go see it as soon as possible. If you have seen it, but it hasn't been for a long time, you might feel that joy again that you first felt. And if you've seen it multiple times, I know you love it so much like I do, so go watch it again. So that's my honest recommendation. Go watch Scream as soon as possible. That's it for this video. I'm the Honest Movie Guy. Make sure to like and subscribe below, and tune in to more 31 Days of Horror for the rest of the month.